Hi, and welcome to another beautiful meditation. Today we will be meditating for 11 minutes. We meditate for 11 minutes so that we have 1 minute to stretch, to drink some water, to pet the dog, or to stop him from biting the cables. Or if a neighbor comes to ask us for the secret of life, then we can tell him in 1 minute. Today's topic is going to be about the fact that we have two modes. Our mind and our being has two modes. It has the present, the focused present moment, the higher being, and it also has the default state, the autopilot. And if you meditate, you might think that the goal is to always be present. It is, but it's extremely difficult and very hard to do. What we should do instead is different. We should focus on both areas. If we focus only on the presence, then we will be able to develop this beautiful state of mind, of being, of just being here and now. But if we also play onto the co-pilot, onto the autopilot, we play on the fact that if we understand it and see ourselves in that autopilot, we can get this different power over it. We can really harness the fact that that default state is very different than when we are present. It's like we are two people, but we can bridge the gap. Instead of working against the default, the autopilot, we bridge the gap between the present moment and how we are when we are present, when we are focused, when we are clear minded. We bridge the gap, and that is how we find success. We bridge the gap between presence and autopilot. That is how you bring presence in your life the true way. As always, remember, I'm just a guy on the internet. I don't know what I'm talking about. And without further ado, hey Siri, set a timer for 11 minutes, please.
11 minutes counting down.
And there you go. The session is over. Every time we fight against ourselves, every time we try to be different than what we are, how we are, that is the moment we lose on success. We are unsuccessful. Fighting against yourself, trying to be someone else, trying to be different than what you are instead of accepting is not the way forward. If you don't like yourself, try forgiving yourself, try accepting yourself. Give yourself more space to make mistakes, to do the wrong things. We usually judge ourselves way too harsh, and we shouldn't. We should try to really close a little bit of an eye sometimes, not be so judgmental of oneself if we don't get the words that we need, if we smack the lips or we hum or all the time. Instead of doing that, instead of judging yourself, we should find a way where our standard for ourselves makes us present. Instead of going higher with the standard and being like, I need to be focused, I need to be productive, and I need to be present. Instead of adding that energy to your life and putting that energy onto yourself, the energy you should put on is an energy of calm, collected, lowered standards. Because with lower standards, if I don't want for myself to be present, to achieve things, if I don't want, people think that you have to want it, you have to really go at it, you have to push yourself to do so many things, when instead, that is just burning a lot of energy by trying to do something, trying to push yourself into a direction. You're already pushing yourself into that direction. Instead, if you lower your standard, if you lower the bar for your success, you'll find out that action becomes cheap. You just do it over and over and over and over again because you don't put any judgment on the action. That is how you really become this person who does a lot of things and creates and expresses, because you don't judge yourself. You don't put this pressure on yourself to be a certain way. You don't have this misconception that you have to use words, big words, in order to make people listen to you. No. All you have to do is show up. And how you show up? You lower the standard of showing up. Lower the standard. Instead of getting higher and higher with the standard, lower it. Because you will feel happier, you will have more success, you will do more, you will express more, and of course, you will be happy. That's the point. Be happy at the standard where you are, accept yourself, and every time you do something little to improve that, feel happy. Don't get the standard higher, keep it there, just because if today I have the standard that I had for myself 3 years ago, I'm gonna be like, yes, yes. As always, these videos do not have ads because I don't want to put a distraction in front of you while you are meditating. But there is a link down below. You don't have to donate on Patreon. It's only $1 a month. We are doing monthly live streams where we meditate for 10 or 15 minutes and then we talk. We make eye contact through the internet. Don't believe anything you see on the internet, especially people who talk about meditation and spirituality. See you in the next one.